All right, I'm approaching CSS. Today is the 27th of July. I have an appointment with a psychiatrist and I have court today. And I'm a mess. I just got out the shower and everything, but I didn't get a chance to do my weave. Like, I worked on it last night. I did a touch-up. But this morning, I didn't get a chance to even brush it before I left. So I had to bring my brush with me so I wouldn't miss the bus and that kind of thing. You know, that'll make you feel like a wreck. So when I get a chance to here, I told you when I come here, first of all, I have to protect my hairstyle. And second, no, and first of all, what is this car doing? And so look, when I get in here, I'm gonna
just down here a little bit.
I only look in one way. Yeah, I filled in that stuff with the calendar that we talked about last month this morning. Okay, like it took me 15 minutes because you know all I had to do was pull the numbers from my end of month roll up. And you know, it made me think while I was doing it. Actually, it made me think yesterday. I was like, is she trying to align herself with the nutritionist? And if that is the case, for what reason? Like, is she trying to align herself to claim that it was her that had that behavior? You know, that she was the one that was, she was the one who mistreated? Or is she the one, or is she trying to align herself to clean it up? And then, something else came to mind. Hold on one second. Oh yeah, so you know they always be said tripping about my blood pressure too. I took 2 amlodipines today. Those are blood pressure pills to keep them from spiking it, or to combat them spiking it. You get what I'm saying? Like, it should mitigate it and the numbers should fall right where they're supposed to. I took 2 because I know I ain't gonna get it. The demons want it. The government agents want it. They like to get high. They love medicine. They make sure I don't get none of it. Okay, I'm gonna sign it real quick.
And I'll be right back out, okay?
All right.
I'm going to change my weave into some sort of ponytail or something. She said that they are not going to be, they're referring to me, they said she's not going to be okay with nobody looking at CSS the way that they were trying to refer to themselves. So they're talking about when I researched CSS and I seen their logo and, you know, their mission statement and stuff like that and had a problem with it. I was looking at how they painted the hellhole as something completely different. You think it's like a state-of-the-art spot. And it's a shit I'm talking about. It's super, it's just gross. Okay, so now leave it intact. The little bit of jam that I put right here is just non-existent now. But not abnormal. I'm used to shit like that.
I think they're gonna let me take my blood at the hospital.
Where's my heating? Oh, wait on
What did you do to deserve that?
these fucking cones. I call them coons because if you're pretending to be something that you're not, cafe balance, you are a coon. And if you're pretending to be something you're not, do a good job of pretending. Y'all already faking like y'all aliens in flesh. And fucking y'all rolls completely up.
Delta Hayes 194, Delta Hayes 194.
Yeah. Well, I just want to move you around like that.
Excess calcium deposits will create extra bone, called bone spurs. These are commonly found in the joints of your foot, particularly in the heel sole. Bone spurs are usually smooth and may go unnoticed. When the location causes wear and tear to other bones or nearby ligaments, they can become painful and require treatment. When recovering from surgery, minor inflammation may unnecessarily cause growth. This can be caused by wearing tight shoes, carrying extra weight, or activities like dancing or playing sports.
Curtis Bonners 194, Curtis Bonners 194.
Treatment may not be necessary. Most cases that do require
I just saw you. Oh, hi, how are you? I'm sitting on that side. I go, yeah, you know what, I'll check those sides. I would have gone there next. But I wouldn't recognize you because you look different again, right?
Yeah.
Your hair's different.
Yeah. Thank you.
I will
I
take
actually
this.
cut it last week.
Did you?
Yeah.
It's not any different when we are behind you though, so. Hard to have a walker or something with someone behind you, but you know what, when you have to wait. It is. Same with a wheelchair. That's why I've been in a wheelchair a long time, and people just don't get it. And I think there was a way to happen, none of it did. Oh my God. Although I do have to say, I'm really appreciative of every little invention people have made to make things easier. I had a lady who had a walker in here the other day, and it was amazing, and I was like, oh wow, it made it more like bicycle wheels, like kind of, and it had brakes like a bicycle, and I thought,
I just saw one of those
it's
out
so
there.
smart. I thought whoever invented that, bless their hearts, because it's too hard, you know, people get going and can't stop it, and it's just, doing something that your brain is kind of used to doing is also so good.
Yeah.
So is this all your hair?
No, it's a weave.
That's a wig?
You can't tell?
No. No, I can't. I'm not good at that. But no. I couldn't tell if you might have extensions or something.
Well,
but
most of the time, if you can see like the braid pattern, that's kind of an indicator. But a lot of people mistake it for my hair. Like you want.
No, it looks like it would be your hair. It looks like you. It just looks like how you should be.
Thank you.
So that's kind of cool.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, last time I was here, I think I had it like more shoulder length, kind of,
I can't
in June.
Oh, yeah, so it wouldn't have grown that much. I just can't remember. I think you're one of, so I have a few people, I call them my chameleon people, too.
Okay.
I have one lady I've seen 15 years, and honestly,
15
every time
years?
I go out there to get her, she looks different, and it's just who she is. She loves, I think she used to be a beautician, and so she just loves doing her hair. She loves to look different, and so every single time she's changing her look up, and I don't even try to find her anymore because she just sees me like you did and comes out and like, here I am. And we laugh about it because she's very, very stylish. And and you're sort of like that. Maybe not every month, but you're sort of like that. It's just sort of, you change things up. So
yeah,
that's funny. That's funny that I would think it's your real hair though. Isn't that's embarrassing that I would think it would grow that long?
All the time though, like
it just looks natural, so it just looks like who you are, tequila. So that's a good thing though. Anyway, and thanks for coming in. I think she said your phone was having some issues.
it was stolen.
Ah.
Yeah, so I don't have it at all.
Oh.
And yeah, it sucks.
So what are you doing now?
As far as the phone
Not that
goes?
we can live without a phone, but it's really hard to live
Exactly.
without a phone.
Tell me about it.
So how do you get messages, or how does?
Well, I have a Google number. Are you familiar with Google numbers?
The who?
Google numbers?
No.
Okay, so what a Google number is, it's kind of like a VoIP number. It works with the internet.
Okay, so can you like text on it?
Text,
Okay.
get voicemails. So you can still give me a call. Like when you called me, I got your voicemail. I just can't call you.
Okay.
So I have a way to check up on things and keep up.
I didn't even know. So it's like an answering machine on the computer. I
Yeah.
don't know a lot about computers, so I am not tech savvy. And I'm gonna get worse because my daughter is going to college, and she's, God bless her heart, she doesn't have someone in her family who knows how to do techie stuff. So she'll be gone, and she probably was the one who could have helped me, but she probably has a Google number, and I just don't know it. So.
Yeah.
So that's kind of neat. So that's just with your Google account, and
Yeah.
then you don't have to. Well, that's a nice backup to have, so you can
It
get
is.
messages and things
It
like
is.
that.
Yeah.
Okay. So is that how Rochelle got hold of you, or did she got
Yes.
hold of you? She got hold of you that way. Well, that's good. And it's the good part. I don't have a lot of clients all the time who have access to a computer or know how to use it. I have some that go to the library. Do you go to the library, or do you?
A lot. I spend a lot of time at the library.
Okay, well, that's a good resource to know, because I didn't know about Google numbers, and I do have some people who will go, I have one homeless person who will go to the library and gets messages there, so that's probably,
What they're using.
I would just think it was emails, but I'll bet you it's both.
Yeah.
I bet you he knows how to do both.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you guys are younger, so you grew up sort of, there were no computers when I was younger. I was in med school before I saw a computer, which is interesting.
What?
Isn't it? The computers used to be as big as, you know, several rooms,
You know
and
what?
nobody had them, so.
It's so funny that you said that because, like, you know, they're doing like this real big infrastructure thing right now, you know, like that's a big deal in the media. It was like 2008, 2009 when they did the last one. Part of that plan was like pretty much being innovative with like the hospital system. So that's when they got all those like standing computers, you know, that they walk around with and push.
Oh, yeah.
That's when all that stuff was like implemented.
Yeah,
So that
we
kind of
don't-
makes sense in a way.
Yeah. And this isn't on, by the way, but I always put the camera up that way.
Okay.
I don't like it looking at either of us. I know nobody's looking at me, but I turn it. I used to have it turned that way until I realized that you guys are sitting over there, and I thought, well, that's not nice, so it goes that way.
Aww.
And it does ding every time somebody sends me an email. It dings, and I don't know how to turn it off, so I apologize for that part. But
That's all right.
I just don't look at it, but it's gonna ding once in a while. But yeah, I'm not the best computer person. So, did they get to do your blood pressure or anything yet?
No, not yet.
Okay. And are you a smoker?
No.
They changed our notes too, so I have to do two short things. One, just to say that you're not a smoker. Did you used to be a smoker or never?
I smoked Black and Milds, like pipe tobacco, for a period of time. That's noted somewhere in my history.
It says, yeah, so, okay. Are you done with those now?
Yeah.
Finished them? Good for you. You probably told me that last time, and again, I'm just trying to
No, we never
remember
got
things.
around
Okay.
to it.
Okay, so yeah, I know you sort of changed a lot of things in your life, and you sort of went back to your old name, which I like the name tequila. I don't like the drink tequila.
What?
I don't drink, and I don't.
At all?
No.
Wine? Nothing?
No, I don't like the taste of it, and it saves me money, it saves me grief. Because
Well,
alcohol
yeah.
causes lots of grief for people. I see it all the time, so I'm like, no, thank you. But I really don't like the taste of tequila anyway, so, which is good. It's, like I said, saves me money,
It works
saves
out.
me grief.
It works
And I
out.
think it's a pretty name. I think it's a really pretty name. I haven't heard that. I think I told you that before.
Mm-hmm.
But this is easy when I get to go on here that you're not smoking now.
I did do my homework too. The last time I was here, we discussed drinking. And you were like, well, go 30 days without it and see how you are or whatever. Because we were talking about how it may be affecting my sleep. So I did convert those numbers from my end-of-month roll-up. So you can have, it's like an at-a-glance thing.
Okay, cool.
So it tells how much sleep I got
Okay,
and how much I walked that day.
okay. Ooh, you work miles and miles sometimes? Where do you walk to?
It's always destination oriented, so I'm always going to like the grocery store. So say I'll go to like a Save-A-Lot, then I might go to Aldi's, and then I might go to a Dollar General, like on Waterloo Road.
Okay,
And it just kind of adds up.
okay.
I have a pedal. If you saw my pedometer, you'd be like, the number is disturbing. And so
So you have a little thing that you keep on you, and then
Yeah.
okay, that's
Yeah.
such a good idea.
But check this out. I want to run this by you.
Yeah.
So in May, I did 214 miles.
Uh-huh.
In June, I did 113 miles, something like that. I'm already at over 100 miles this month.
Yeah, which is a lot. How
I
are your
haven't
shoes
lost-
doing? Oh, do you just
Oh, they're
walk in those?
worn. They're absolutely worn. My other ones have holes. But I haven't lost a pound.
You could be muscle. That might be part of it. You might be making
Haven't built any muscle. My metabolism is not working like it normally
Well,
would.
let's check. Let's talk about checking labs if we haven't done it. I'm still putting it. Let me put in here that you are. It's not liking my password.
Oh, okay.
Let me put in you're not smoking. I'm still back on you don't smoke anymore, so I'll put that in. And then we'll kind of look and see. Have we done any blood work for you?
No.
Because maybe we need to check. Has anybody for a long time? Has it been a long time? Like
I
you
mean,
check
I
your thyroid?
recently, I got some stuff done at my primary doctor recently. So that's this year. It would have been like April time frame.
Okay.
All the numbers were fine.
Did they check your thyroid? Do you know or not sure? Because we
I'm not
usually don't
sure.
unless there's a reason.
I'm not sure. I'll have to pull my record to see.
Okay, and we may want to do it, so I will, well, now I need to put on here. So you are really walking, how about your diet? How about,
I make sure I eat 3 meals, but I also make sure they're not, like, I don't exceed the 2,000.
so you really want your
A day.
calories and your walking?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I don't play about fat. Fat is debilitating.
How much do you weigh, do you think?
I weigh myself every morning. I weigh 219 pounds today,
Okay,
which means I'm up 2 pounds from yesterday.
okay. And you're up from about a year ago, right? Were you
Yeah.
about 200 a year ago, you think?
No, a year
Or
ago
not?
I was 193-ish.
Okay, okay.
Me and my doctor were talking about it too, like,
Good, because they need to, and probably they're checking some other things, so we can either, where's your doctor, what?
VA,
where are they?
the
Oh,
CBOC.
you're at the VA. I always forget you were in the military. Cause we could try to get, you think they checked stuff in April, you had labs, or
Yes.
when's the last time you talked with them, was that then, or was it since
The
then?
last time I spoke with them would have been May.
Okay,
So, I mean, I'm keeping track of all this thing. I do have a follow-up appointment coming up with a nutritionist.
oh, good,
So, I mean, I'm on it,
good,
you know.
yeah.
But
You
I just
just
thought I'd run it by you to see what you think. That's insane.
Well, it seems insane. It doesn't seem fair.
It's
to
not.
be doing all of
It's
this
not.
and watching what you're eating and what you know.
It's not fair at all.
Yeah. So without any alcohol, did you feel any different? Do you think your sleep was any different or not?
Well, I don't know if you've noticed, but there's a lot of zeros there. Like nights
Is
where I
that
didn't
no
get
sleep?
sleep. That's when I didn't get any sleep at all. Or either I got sleep at a unacceptable time. So that means I might have got 2 hours between 10 a.m. and 12 p.m.
Which isn't okay.
Exactly. So without the alcohol, I felt that I wanted to go to sleep earlier maybe,
Yeah.
but I still had the same problem. And we haven't talked about any of this. I know you know that I hear voices.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I'm being put in a lot of pain. And so they're
Like physical pain, emotional pain.
physical.
Okay. Okay.
And they verbally harass me about it as they are inflicting this pain on me. And it'll keep me up. It keeps me from
I was
falling
gonna say,
into
is nighttime worse or just
Nighttime
it's
worse.
just hard to rest? Okay.
Yeah, and there's times where I try to switch it up and I be like, let me see if I can catch a nap in the middle of the day. Maybe that'll work better. Absolutely not.
Yeah. Yeah, there's too many zeros.
Yeah.
There's too many zeros. So did you, was this the month you didn't have any alcohol? And then did you start drinking some again here or
So what I
not?
did was I drunk on the 4th of July. You know, me and you were supposed to meet on the 6th.
Oh, okay.
And then, you know, I was out with Rochelle. We kind of,
Okay.
that got screwed
Oh
up.
yeah, you were out. I forgot about that. I remember now.
But
Yeah,
look,
and I said, don't worry about it because you were out and okay.
But look, check this out. Every time we got together, even the court, they were like the 8th, and I didn't have my reference in front of me. I'm like, no, I think it's the 6th. And they're like, the 8th. So I'm like, okay.
Well, it wasn't your fault, and she knew that, and I knew that, so I
But then,
remember that now.
So
Okay.
on the 6th, the 4th and the
Okay.
5th, I had a drink. And then I went back to not drinking, and I had a drink 2 days ago.
Okay. All right. So when even on the 4th, and the 5th, if you had a drink, it still didn't make a difference with your sleep.
I actually
so,
slept better.
But you still have zeros, so it's the
yeah,
wrong time.
Like those 2
Maybe it's the
hours
wrong
that I
time.
got in the morning, like between 10 and 12,
Yeah.
when I finally got to sleep, I felt rested.
Yeah.
As bad as that sounds, but I was probably already exhausted.
Yeah. I don't think the alcohol was, and alcohol can make people sedated, but it didn't fix anything.
No.
But you probably felt better. So
Yeah.
I still am a fan of you not drinking, just because all of it gets so complicated that the less complicated things can be, the better.
Yeah.
And the court will like it also, and we don't want you to have to get a test or something done and then show up positive, because there's nothing good about that. So,
Right.
but I'm thinking, so so I sit there and I sort of think, so when someone's not sleeping, I also sort of think about mood disorders. I think about people who have bipolar disorder who are not able to sleep and then feel kind of wound up and manic, and they can also sometimes hear voices. But I think you also have to other times when you sleep okay,
I'm the same way.
and the
all
voices
the
don't go away.
Yeah.
They're always there.
And look, I'm the same way all the time. Like my entire life, my personality has been the same.
Yeah.
I don't have ups and downs, and you know, I don't
Yeah.
have that issue.
And I guess, one
I'm
of the
just talking
things-
about some things that are really bad
Oh,
that no
yeah.
one wants to
Oh, yeah.
acknowledge. You know, like
I know, you shared a lot with me last time, so I understand it's there and it's still there. I still think there might be a medicine that might help you, if nothing else, to help you deal with it and help get your sleep.
I even
sort
took
of-
trazodone. I had some
Okay.
trazodones from
Okay.
2020.
Okay.
I
And
took-
didn't really help.
No.
And you know what, I'm trying to think of, okay, so here's the issues that I see. The issues that I see are, if we give you something, and this is usually the case, I usually try not to just treat sleep, because sleep is usually not the underlying problem.
Can we though?
We could try. The issue will be some of the things that we use to treat sleep are, one, I can't give you something that's addicting. Two, some of them can cause weight gain. They don't always, but they can, and you don't need that.
No.
It's just that most of the things that are sedating, that's one of sedation and weight gain, are some of the things that happen. And so trazodone, you've already tried, hasn't been helpful. Visceral, sometimes we can use to help people if their thoughts are going fast. It doesn't treat, it can't stop voices, it can help with anxiety if that's part of what helps, if that's part of what's going on. It would not be my favorite choice, but it doesn't cause weight gain. It can help with anxiety if the voices cause you to be more anxious, and that's why you're not sleeping.
No, I feel like I'm managing well. Like I'm never anxious, and I also feel like, as far as the sleep goes, even that I don't allow it to overwhelm me and make me irritable.
Okay. I
When
don't know
I
how you're
have-
doing that. I don't know.
Well, look, when I
But-
have, it gets to a
But you
point
are.
where it's like 7-8 days without sleep that I'm like, this is ridiculous.
Okay. Well, yeah, it's very ridiculous. It is, no one should have to deal with that, actually.
No one.
Nobody. All right, so when I look at, okay, what do I think, because I know you also don't want to have medication.
Yes.
I guess I sort of look at, what could, I have to put in that you're here in person. Is there any chance you could be pregnant?
No.
Okay. And you are not homeless, you have a place to stay, right?
Correct.
They changed our notes, so I have to.
Did they
I
really?
have to go through. Yes, they did. So I know
You know
that
what's
sort of
weird?
seems really random, but it's like at the beginning, so I do it so I don't forget, and then.
You wouldn't believe how long the system, like just the hospitals and stuff, have had me down as homeless, no matter how much I give them my address. And I'm talking about,
gosh.
like, I experienced the 8-month
And they'll
stretch.
say that. Yeah. but
And
you're
I'm
not
like,
now.
I'm housed, even in court, like, because I always go to, whenever I have to go to St. Thomas,
Yeah.
I'm always like, no, I want something on the record.
Oh yeah. No,
And
well,
even
and
there,
well,
the
they
doctors
don't-
are like,
Maybe part of that's why they put this in here. But right at the beginning, could you be pregnant? Are you homeless today? And usually those are things I ask later on, but
that's
we
okay.
have to check them and then I can move forward. So I guess that's good, because then it should be helping it to get right.
Yeah.
But you are correct that computer records are not always right. Not at all. Okay, stop. just looking at your past meds, you were on Invega before.
Yes.
Would you be willing to try some of that? Just to see if it helps. And again, we can just keep going by. If it doesn't help, we don't continue it.
Okay.
Because I remember you not having side effects to it, and you tolerated it okay.
Yeah.
So when I think, I try to think of, okay, what can we do? What can we do? What could maybe help with voices? What could maybe help with sleep? Because this is not okay. And I know you're probably getting some sleep during the day, like you said, but 2 hours is also not okay.
It's not, because
it would be very hard to keep functioning.
And I get up and I go to the library and I sit there for hours, and I'm doing stuff on my computer or researching things on my phone.
Yeah.
So,
And then do you go to the VA whenever you get lab work done?
yeah.
Is that usually where you get it done?
Yeah.
Because I would like you to do, isn't it close? Do you have to go to Cleveland or you go here in Akron?
Akron.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't want you to have to go to Cleveland because maybe what I'll do is write on a script for you to get, just in case they didn't do a thyroid test. You really need a thyroid test because thyroid is also something, it's a hormone, there's a gland right here that can interfere with sleep and all those kinds of things. I don't think it's causing the voices, but it certainly can cause all those other things to not be falling in place. So what I might do is write on a script.
Okay.
You said you have a follow-up with them pretty soon?
Yeah.
I'll put our fax number on here, and maybe they can fax us what they've already done, and I'll put, if they haven't done a